Good morning, interwebs. It is 12:02 my time, and I'm trying to perk myself up right now. I need to call my dad, because I just haven't called him in a couple of days, and I need to, tell him about my trip and stuff. The one where I'm gonna go see him, where it would be good if I gave him, specific times and things. So I'm just having a cup of tea. I actually might go take a shower here after I talk to him, also to perk me up, but I'm very tired all of a sudden. I have been sewing all day long. All day long. Should I show you what I made today? If I can. It's stuck behind the lamp. They're hiding. Anyways, I made a small train bag. This I might keep for myself. We'll see if this one ends up in the shop. And then there's 3 of these medium train print bags because I'm going on a train. And then I made 3 of these large bags, which I just love with the planets on them. And I really like this fabric. And I like it especially because Pluto is included. Pluto, down there. Pluto is included on all of these, so that makes me happy too. But I spent all day sewing, which was good. Got more stuff done. I'm just tired now. It's always more work than you think it is sometimes. Other times it's not, but sometimes it really, really is. But I was thinking about how I need to call my dad and how I think that the central time zone is like the absolute worst time zone for communicating with people who live elsewhere. Because growing up in the Pacific time zone in California, my dad frequently worked on the East Coast, and so we would call him every night. So he would be on Eastern time, we'd be on Pacific. So there was a 3-hour time difference, which was perfect because we'd call him at 5 o'clock our time. So we'd gotten home from school, but we weren't yet making dinner or anything. And it was 8 o'clock when he was, and then it was 8 o'clock where he was. And he had just gotten home from going out to dinner when he got off work. So it would be perfect. He'd be back at the hotel. We could talk to him and then go about our business. Or if we had something in the evening, we'd call him when we get home. It'd be 8 o'clock our time, which would be at 11 o'clock East Coast. And he'd be getting ready for bed. It worked for everybody. Well, now I live in Central Time. So I am 1 hour early from the East Coast. Which, kind of sounds okay. Except with the schedule I live on, just about the time I'm ready to, do anything with my evening, everyone else is it's too late, I'm going to bed. And so then I'm okay, I guess I'll just stay up by myself. And then with calling my family and friends on the West Coast, so if I wait and call them, in the morning, if I call, when Steve gets home from work, because I still want to call, his family there for different things. It'll be 8 o'clock here, which is 6 o'clock there, which is an inappropriate time to call people. So then you have to wait till an appropriate time, which is then getting to the beginning of us doing things for the day. Or if it's lunchtime here, it's mid-morning, it's a pain. So I've kind of settled into trying to call my dad after everybody goes to bed. But again, sometimes I forget. Because, my night starts rolling, and next thing I know, it's after 11 his time. I'm still up. But I don't want to call then again, because it's inappropriate. The phone calls. So, I was going to talk to you this morning. I got up, got dressed. I was about to tell you about that. I'm wearing my black sparkly dress I made today. And I'm wearing this, oh gosh, the Rose City, maybe? Something like that shawl. It was for a, yarn crawl in Washington, maybe? I forget, but this is the first thing I ever made that I intentionally bought, nice yarn. It wasn't big box yarn for, and it's the first I ever made out of wool, so that was exciting. But that is really neither here nor there. Oh, and I'm wearing a flower in my hair today. Why? Because I can, because I'm fancy. No, because I saw it. I was I'm going to put that in my hair. And I got complimented by my 9-year-old. Which always makes me question my life choices. Not really. Really, I think I'm now trying to live my best life as who 9-year-old me would have loved to been if it wasn't uncool to be this when I was 9. Not that it's cool to be this when I'm 33, but it's what I'm doing. So, living your best 9-year-old life. That's what we can all hope for. Anyways, so I got up and around. I started sewing like immediately. And my plan was I was going to sew the planet bags and then I was going to talk to you. And I was almost done and the phone rings. My house phone. So I go and I answer it. And we're orchestrating a bunch of things with different family members right now for summer travel plans, which is just a pain. And I ended up getting really, really annoyed by the whole thing. I really don't like when I feel like people don't listen to me. Like, number one, it bothers me when you talk to somebody and you're having the same discussion you've had with them, like maybe multiple times over multiple years. I can't make things exist, like locations that don't exist. I can't just like magically build something in a town. My town does not have a lot of things. I can't make them happen. They're not going to happen. There are not a lot of things here, and that is part of the reason I love it. But I got frustrated because I was trying to explain this to the person on the phone, and then they just kept going round and round in circles. I was like, I feel like I'm repeating myself because we've had this conversation before. And they also did not seem to understand, and I have this problem a lot. Maybe in my head, it sounds to me like my frustration is escalating, and it's not, like, noticeable to other people, but I really, really think it is, because when I'm frustrated, you know. And I've asked my immediate family, and oh yeah, they can tell. I mean, obviously, my small children don't always get the hint, but that's because they're small children. Adults should notice that as you're getting shorter and shorter tempered with them, to just drop things. But that is not always the case. So, anyways, I ended up incredibly mad by the time I got off the phone, and it just ruined my whole morning, and then I was just in a terrible mood, because that's what happens. People make me angry, and then they don't feel bad about it. They don't even care at all. I'm the one who feels bad about it. And yes, I know, blah, 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 I can control how I feel, whatever, but no, I'm mad, and it's annoying, and it makes me angry. So, that was my morning, but I sewed it out. Theoretically. No, I'm still pretty annoyed, but I got my sewing done, so that was good. But I didn't talk to you because first I missed my good opportunity to like say good morning. I was trying to be productive, and then I was like, I'm gonna say good morning after I do the productive thing, and then I was really mad, and I was really, really cursy. Or if I was talking to you, I was going to be, because that's what happens when I get really mad, and you know, that's not a good thing. So I just didn't talk to you. I waited till now when I can be frustrated but not cursy. Yeah. So I sewed, spent a little bit of time here and there with the kids. They came in and out all day. Today, Steve and them went and bought cauliflower and broccoli plants from our local greenhouse. So they planted those today. Because my kids are all about the cruciferous vegetables for all the things that they're choosing to be picky about right now. They really like broccoli and cauliflower, so we're going to grow some. And then, yeah, just sew all day long. That's what I did. Then I made dinner. Well, I made lunch. We watched the finale of Gilmore Girls again. Yeah, it was its usual kind of sad, tear-jerky kind of thing, but also, like, over the top and kind of pathetic at the same time. So they play enough of the tear-jerky music that it shoots somewhere. And then, yeah, everybody took naps. I sewed. I did not take a nap today. Then I made dinner later. No one's really hungry, but I made food anyways, because, you know, that whole, I feel like I should feed everybody multiple times a day, even if I didn't make dinner till like 8. Daylight savings time is really messing with our eating schedule. It'll get better, but first I think it's getting worse. Then, yeah, I put everybody to bed, and I finished my sewing. I have a large bag of the railroad fabric I was going to make too, but I just needed a break. I need to call my dad, I need to take a shower and stuff, because tomorrow is regionals for 4-H, like regional club day. I think it's called something else, but it's the next version of the last big thing we had for 4-H. So my daughter made it to that, so we need to go to that tomorrow. Thankfully, we don't have to leave her till 10. So it won't be a problem with Steve's work schedule, which is good because last year it was, and last year the person was late, and last year that made me mad. But no problem shall occur on this scheduling. So that is the plan. I'm going to have a few of these Andes here before I while I call my dad and then go take my shower. So these Andes mints, they always remind me, I love Andes mints. I buy these after Christmas and Valentine's. They tend to put them on sale at Aldi. They tend to have like these weird little like holiday things that then end up getting clearance the holiday stuff. And yeah, it makes them like really, really cheap. They're pretty cheap anyways. But I remember when I was little, when Lunchables were first a thing, we would occasionally buy them because my mom would end up with coupons that made them like practically free. Because you know, when they start new products, that's like what happens. But I remember when Lunchables used to only come with 2 kinds of crackers, and you got ham and turkey and 2 kinds of cheese, and it came with 1 Andes mint in it. And so I always associated these, because we had never had these when I was little before that. I always thought of these as the Lunchable mints. And then I found out that no, they're just a really delicious chocolate, and they're available all the time. You don't have to buy Lunchable. So now I just buy them because I like them. I also buy the Andes baking chips. And when those go on like clearance after the holidays, I will stock up on those as well. And sometimes I just eat those as a treat too, because they're delicious. Yeah. That was really random. I'm very all over the place tonight. It's been a very all over the place kind of day. But even with that being said, I watched a lot of YouTube, listened to some podcasts, got a whole lot of sewing done. Yeah, that's it. So I'm ready I'm going to do an update to my Etsy shop on Sunday. So this should go up for you on Saturday. Right now it's Friday, but Saturday you will see this. And then Sunday, sometime, I'm not going to say when, sometime on Sunday, there will be an update to the Etsy shop. So check it out. I'll mention it on Instagram and through the Etsy update thing when that happens. But for now, I shall just leave you with this one-take vlog today. Oh, so exciting, I know. I'm going to go take a shower and eat my Andes, call my dad, not throwing that order, and then maybe I will go and work on my Afghans a little, because I think my sewing brain is done. I don't know that I'm going to be completely ready to go to sleep, and I have not touched my Afghans today, so progress should probably be forwarded on those if I can. And that's all. So I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.